We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live.
More bad news for Terrence "Bud" Crawford. His promoter, current promoter, longtime promoter, the famed Bob Arum, is now making it official in the latest interview that Pacquiao Crawford is actually dead, as I told you a few days ago, and it was over money issues, as I previously reported. We gonna talk about that in this video. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I ain't got no time to waste, but hit the bell icon. Before I get started, I will say subscribe to the channel and order TUBEBUDDY. Use the link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY if you have a YouTube channel. Regardless of the genre, it could be cooking, makeup, sports, boxing, whatever. Use TUBEBUDDY. Click the link in the description box of my video. Set up TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is an awesome browser extension. Why are you on the YouTube platform if you don't want to make money? TUBEBUDDY can help with that by getting your videos ready for the world to see, optimizing your videos, and they have a ton of time-saving features packed into it. I've been using it for years. Start off with 0 subscribers, over 200,000. TUBEBUDDY's the way to go. Click my link in the description. Now, I've already talked about this, but I want to make an updated video for you guys. If you like this form of content, all your boxing news can be found here. The latest and greatest, accurate information. Hit the like button, subscribe. Boxing scene. Dan Rafael talked to Bob Arum. You see the title. Arum, Pacquiao Crawford is dead over money woes. What a surprise. EGOSTRADAMUS. Now it's official since we have the promoter on record saying it. The fight is no longer happening next. Brand new article. Credit to Dan Rafael. Link will be in the description. Says the prospect of Manny Pacquiao Terence Crawford fight is dead. Top ranked chairman Bob Arum told Boxing Scene. Arum said there was a deal agreed to for Crawford to defend his WBO welterweight world title against Pacquiao, blah, blah, blah. June 5th, the main event ESPN Plus pay-per-view in an event from Abu Dhabi, the capital of UAE. Arum said the terms had been agreed to, but that the money was supposed to be put up by a specific deadline, and it was not. Quote, I've highlighted it. You come to my channel, you get the information, and I try to make it easier for you. This is in pink, you see the direct quote from Arum. Look, what happened to us in Abu Dhabi was we had signed contracts and everything, and they were supposed to put up the money, Arum said to Boxing Scene. Well, I've been waiting 2 weeks for the money. Nobody put up the money after promising they would. So both Pacquiao and Crawford had agreed, which we heard different reports. Some were saying that Pacquiao signed and Crawford hadn't signed. I told you, I don't think that Crawford was afraid. I just didn't see this fight happening. So Arum, per his own mouth, he's saying that Pacquiao and Crawford both agreed and they had a signed agreement from this group in Abu Dhabi, subject to the money getting put up by the Abu Dhabi government. It says, with deadlines missed and no money coming through, the fight is off, Arum said. Sure, I'm disappointed about that, Arum said. Why do you think I'm so pessimistic? What's happening is they, overseas investors, make these deals and they look good and so forth. And then somebody says, hey, with the pandemic, who's coming? Because of the Rona pandemic, everybody is counting on money from outside the U.S. Wow. Arum declined to say the dollar figure the investors had agreed to put up in a deal brokered by former Pacquiao advisor Michael Conks. So Pacquiao doesn't even work with Michael Conks. I didn't even know he was on the scene like that, but they're saying he did a deal with Saudis or people in Abu Dhabi or UAE and brokered the deal. But what some deal this was, if what they said they were going to do, they didn't do. Arum acknowledged that because of the Rona, it would have been virtually impossible to have a large crowd in the UAE for the fight this summer. Once again, EGOSTRADAMUS strikes again. My Cash App, $Boxingego. I told you, People were saying this. I told you it was a clout chase and it wouldn't happen, right? Ironically enough, there's another fight, Joshua Fury, and it's the same thing. They're saying in Saudi Arabia, they're trying to get the deal done and the fighters have signed contracts. We'll see how that plays out, but it's not looking good. Arum did an interview with Ring TV. I made a video already. I've been on my job. He did an interview and says he would say, no, the fight won't happening if he had to take an educated guess. He said Eddie is a desperado and basically he's trying to please Joshua and he doesn't think it's going to happen. Arum said that even Pacquiao Crawford falling through, which was always viewed as a long shot to happen. See, it's funny that the author of this article said it was always a long shot to happen. But when I'm doing these videos, I'm reading comments and I seen other people and members of the media and they said Pacquiao Crawford was actually a thing. So now in hindsight, after Bob Arum has spilled the beans and revealed that the fight is off and is dead and is off the table, now it says everybody knew it was a long shot to happen. Meanwhile, EGOSTRADAMUS predicted this when there were people that were telling you that Pacquiao and Crawford, I think even Crawford, people on his team were saying that. You had sparring partners that said they were in Colorado and they were sparring and training with Crawford, preparing him for a fight with Manny Pacquiao. So we can't now act like this wasn't being stated that Crawford was fighting Pacquiao. Now that we get confirmation it's not happening. Says, quote, we're going to have a fight. Crawford will be in the ring by September, Arum said. We have certain names, but I'm not going to reveal until I've got it done. Arum will not go outside of Top Rank stable to find. Arum will have to go out of Top Rank stable, like I told you, because they don't have any welterweights at the moment outside of Crawford for him to fight. So it says Arum will have to go outside Top Rank stable, which he acknowledged. Quote, it's not a Top Rank boxer. So far, everything I have told you has been accurate in regards to this. And Crawford, you know, people told him to sign to PBC. That's where the welterweight action was. But he seems complacent and content with where he's at. And this is, it's like the definition, if you look up the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting it to yield new results. That's the definition of insanity. So what we're seeing from Crawford is pure insanity. They tried it. They said this is the same thing before the Kell Brook fight. Terence Crawford will face Kell Brook. And they said Manny Pacquiao in Qatar was supposed to happen. Look, Manny Pacquiao, this is what they were telling people. Manny Pacquiao could fight Terence Crawford in Qatar, confirms promoter. So the funny thing is, this is an old article. This is not recent because remember he said Abu Dhabi. So they've been telling us that Crawford was going to fight. This is a bad look, y'all. This is a bad look. And I don't see where the date is of this particular article. But this is what they've been telling. They keep saying that Crawford's going to fight Pacquiao. And to further that point, I got something, a little special something that I will show you guys, right? Crawford look, told you. The beauty of the internet. Terence Crawford in line to face Manny Pacquiao in the Middle East next year, right? This is in 2020. So they've been saying this, but conveniently we've been under the terms of the pandemic. That's nothing new. Look, Qatar lined up for a Pacquiao Crawford fight in 2021, but it never happens. And let's just get started. To show you, here it is. I have a laundry list of all the times, not all of them, there's probably more than this, that they told you that Crawford was fighting against Pacquiao. And then you wonder why this is a bad look for Crawford. Arum, Pacquiao Crawford likely to happen at 140. So this was clearly when Crawford was in the lighter weight division. Jake Donovan published Sunday, October 2015. It is 2021. Look at Aram. Pacquiao Crawford likely to happen at 140. So I have articles from 2015. Look, I will link this in the description. We could keep going. We ain't done enough. This has been an ongoing thing with Crawford. Aram sees Crawford as a perfect foe for Pacquiao. February 10th, 2016. I'm showing you. So it's 2021, and this is what we're being told. You know? Saying Crawford could fight him and the fight's bound to happen. We can keep going. Bob Arum, Manny Pacquiao, Terence Crawford, possible for April 2016. So when is the fight going to happen? Right? We could keep going. Arum to meet with Pacquiao, says Crawford and Vargas still options. August. So we went from April to August of 2016. Look, it doesn't stop. I told you I'm on my job. Like Forensic Files Ego. Arum, Pacquiao has said yes to fighting Terence Crawford. I got all the receipts. This is July 2016. I made a video about this too. Arum says Pacquiao has said yes to fighting Crawford, right? So when is this fight happening? 2015, 16? Arum hoping for Pacquiao Crawford in November 2016. You know, let's speed this up because I'll be here all day. Terence Crawford wants a bout with Manny Pacquiao, right? Yada, yada, yada. So they did it last year. They did it all these previous years. Crawford waiting on Pacquiao decision. Dan Rayfield, the same writer. This was in November. November 25th, 2015. So the same writer 6 years ago was after the DE'D fight. I told you. Says Crawford waiting on Pacquiao decision. Fast forward to the future. Pacquiao Crawford is dead over money. Listen, I told you the most dangerous thing is a camera and a microphone. You can't escape the internet. Crawford, Arum has tried to get me Pacquiao, but it hasn't worked. So he believes it. This was in 2018. So, I mean, I don't know how long it takes to make a fight because when Pacquiao left and went to PBC, Broner got the fight ASAP. Keith Thurman got the fight ASAP. Arum wants to match Crawford up with Pacquiao in the future, says Raphael. This is it. Look at the date. July 1st, 2014. Arum wants to match Crawford up with Pacquiao in the future, says Raphael. That was in 2014. That's almost a decade old. And fast forward to today, 2021, April 28th, Pacquiao is dead. I mean, they've been playing this same charade the whole time. Look, I'm showing you. Terence Crawford makes bid for Pacquiao fight after dominant TKO win. 2015. Receipts. I told you, I got the breadcrumbs in my work. Arum, Crawford was not as marketable as Bradley. So, I mean, believe whatever you want. This is a bad look for Crawford. His team said they were getting the Pacquiao fight and it could be announced next week. And then conveniently, the money never happens. Meanwhile, weird fights come out. Showtime announces 5 months of a schedule. Floyd Mayweather, he's fighting Logan Paul. They said that information was coming and then it came. But Crawford is still waiting on Pacquiao. And it's like a deadbeat dad who says he's going to Walmart or he's going to the liquor store to get some drink or cigarettes to a child, and then he never comes back. And then the kid's still looking out the window, waiting for his daddy to come back. And the daddy he left. He abandoned the family or whatever. He just never came back from the store. And this is what we're seeing over and over. And you guys tell me I don't know boxing. I'm giving you the proof. I'm showing you why I feel this way. I'm not perfect, but we getting pretty close. The receipts are there. So we'll see what is next for Pacquiao and what's next for Crawford. But more so, Pacquiao's already a Hall of Famer, so it's not really gonna hurt him. He just fought Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So he just fought a top welterweight. People want to see Crawford to maintain his, you know, his image in the pound for pound ranking. They want to see him in with the best names. Beating Kell Brook 3 years after Errol and after the Triple G loss, and Amir Khan, who people didn't rely on his chin after Danny had already beat him and Canelo had beaten him more recently. It's just, this is not going to do it. Benavidez got shot in the leg. And the funny thing is, Arum gave Jeff Horn a Pacquiao fight. And you've seen those articles. I just showed you a ton of articles. Crawford's been there the whole time. And fans actually wanted Crawford to get the fight. But Jeff Horn was the one that got it. And he got it with home court advantage. And he shouldn't have even won the fight. But then they give Jeff Horn to Terence Crawford, the black fighter. So Jeff Horn gets home court advantage and gets to host a fight in Australia. Really doesn't even win the fight, but he gets to go down in history saying and telling his kids and their grandkids, hey, I beat Manny Pacquiao, because that's what, so that looks like a setup. Because I thought Pacquiao really won that fight. Man, it's a bad look. We'll see what's next for Crawford. Bob Arum is saying, the link in the description, Bob Arum is saying it's not going to be a top ranked fighter, which is what I told you. They don't have a welterweight. So this is why people said what they said. Crawford should explore his options, namely with the PBC. Checkmate. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.